Welcome to the last day of the first week. Yes, the new year has already come to the end of its first week. Now, what we're gonna do today and what I expect you to learn today is a very tricky topic in learning Romanian. You will use this tool quite a lot on your journey, and I think you will benefit a lot if you haven't seen it or discovered it yet. It's called Dexonline. It's the 7th in the list here, and it's been a while until we started because we really wanted to cover all these tools beforehand. They are quite useful to use in relationship to with Dex. Just to get all and everything clear, Dex stands from Dicționare Explicativă a Limbii Române, so that's the explanation kind of dictionary. We saw earlier DOM, which was not an explanation type of dictionary. It was a kind of grammar type of dictionary where you get only the forms of words and the basically metadata, if you want, about it. But today we're gonna go to dexonline.ro, and we're gonna see how we can use this tool, which is great in my opinion. I do appreciate the people that have created this because it's a very robust material for an online dictionary. So you get a lot through it, and you get a lot on the first page as well. If you're really curious, you can find here like the word of the day, the word of the month, some games where you can play Hangman, for example, and a couple of other ones that I'm not sure I know. So this is Hangman, which is really cool. So this is T and ends in I. I don't know. I'm can try some vowels here. There's no vowels. There's really no vowels. Interesting. Oh, I have honestly no idea what that means. To stop the wheel of your cart on the steep areas by putting a chain underneath. Who the hell used that? Anyways, and other types of words. Sorry for that little detour. But yeah, you can play games. You can find games of the word of the month, of the day, and a random word here, which is quite cool. I guess every time you reset this, you'll get a random word. Yeah, that's quite cool. Anyways, I wanna have a look at some words. So there are some words that can be quite easy, quite specific. Like for example, if I write here pisică, and I wrote it wrong, for instance, yeah, it will help me with some suggestions, blah blah blah, and then quite clearly I'll get the definition, the explanation, basically, right? The plural, type of noun, types of uses, a diminutive to it, pisicuță, a synonym. So quite a lot of really good stuff. And then you have some really random other things here, which you might wonder what they are. So what is 1, what is 2, what is 3? So pisică is really just the mammal, the cat, right? But if you go here to definiții, because sinteză really just summarizes everything, which is seeing what you see here in definiții, but in a prettier way, kind of with those bullet points. But I really suggest you go to definiții, because here you'll see in a second why it really helps. Here you'll get everything, and you'll get it a bit summarized in some parts, and some huge ass definitions here. this is an easy word. Yeah, it means only one thing. And you can see also the declensions here, which is amazing for any noun that you have. You can see the singular, the plural, the definite article, the singular, the plural, the definite article forms here, and also the genitive dative. And in case he has a vocative, like, I don't know, let's say băiat. Oh my god, why do I not have the keyboard? There you go. You also can find, like, see, this is what I meant. Like, look at that. Why do I get a lot of weird random definitions? Well, we should be looking here, and this is what I meant. Like, boy is here in vocative, and sometimes you get different forms in vocative. But you also get a lot of other ones. Like, why do you have that? Why do you need to have all that? It's crazy. I wrote here băiat. Yeah. Băiat can also mean, if you go here, from a băi or a îmbăia, which is to basically to bathe someone, to put someone in a bath. And băiat, if you look, where is it? Băia, here, yeah. It is the participle of a băia. So that's why this can be quite a difficult tool sometimes to get when you don't know enough vocabulary. It can be quite dangerous, right? So if you look here at definitions, most of them are quite fine. I mean, băiat usually means boy, right? You probably have to scroll quite a lot, like securist, to get to the îmbăia, to the bathing meaning. Here, you see, here you get this as well. Now, let's find a word that can mean more things than just the. Basically it can have homonyms. So to do that, let's have a look at Luna. In case you don't know what that means, it can mean 3 different things. Maybe think about it now before I press enter. Yes, it can mean month. It can mean also moon. But if I say luni, oof, what about that? So luni, let's have a look. Luni means the first day of the month, of the week, sorry. Yeah, so Monday. Then it can mean the moon. And then it can mean basically there are a couple of different meanings. Like if you look here, perioada de timp care corespunde unei revoluții a lunii în jurul pământului. This is the time that it's a month. This is what we describe as a month. It's the calendaristic month, so the time that the moon needs to go around the earth, but also some other type of months, like the solar month, the synodic month, the sidereal. Anyways, quite crazy. And also here, this is another, apparently an astronomical term, which is the interval equals to the 12 divisions of the calendaristic year. So basically a month. So it has 2 meanings here for month, but then this is a mess. So how can you not get into huge confusions if you don't know Romanian very well and it cannot translate what this means? Well, one way obviously is to just translate it to English. Use Google Translate for the website, for sure. But I think if you go here to definitions, to what I showed you earlier, you can see them separately. So instead of this bullet point kind of situation here and with numbers where you don't really know what they... I find it confusing. I don't know, maybe you don't. Please let me know in the comments if you find this confusing, because I really do. When you see all these numbers here and then the definition straight away, you don't even know what is the... Well, I guess this is the singular, and then you have to look at it. I mean, it's quite a good website, but for me, this is more confusing than if you would go here to definiții and you will look here at what they mean. This is definitely Monday, and this is the first day of the month, of the week, so that's definitely Monday too. Then here, this is, I suppose, a verb, which means to become a lunatic. Crazy, I didn't know about that. The first day of the week, first day of the week, sometimes the second day of the week, but this is quite dangerous. You should really look at the source as well. This is another thing, very important. So here it says this, Monday, the second day of the week. And yes, in some cultures, and it is the second day of the week. But in Romanian, it isn't. So you should really check the source. This is from 1929, yeah? Don't look at that. If you are willing to find a recent and trustworthy source, look at Dex and sometimes MDA. I suppose it's okay, but look for Dex. If you want the clear things, such as, for example, here with Monday, month, and moon, I suppose you should look here in definitions for Dex and MDA. Those are the most accurate. Also here, if you scroll quite a lot down, again, this can be very annoying with ampushka. Like, why do I need ampushka there, guys? I don't know. And you get the moon and also a lot of definitions and usages with it. And I suppose if you scroll even... No, it's here. Yeah, so here, the time period. You should really look also for the Roman numbers, because here, Luna, this is where it becomes like, as I said, a homonym. So it has two meanings, 1 and 2 in Roman numbers. And you look for the first one and the second one here. And this first one, it's everything to do with moon. This second one, it's everything to do with month. And one more time, so we get it all clear. Yeah, you open this up, you go to definitions, you check this is the first one. It means Monday. Then you scroll down. You really don't understand what's going on here, and then you end up here, right? This is the second meaning. The other ones are weird, sometimes old, random things. Sometimes, very outdated. Sometimes it's completely irrelevant, like this one, to become a lunatic. You don't care about that, so you end up to the next relevant one that's not ampushka, even though it's from Dex, yeah, because you don't care about ampushka. You go here, and you got to the place where you are actually interested in these words, month and moon. You go through the two definitions for it, which are depicted here in Roman numbers, 1 and 2, and you have it here. Now, if you remember from earlier, if you go to declensions, you might find different entries here too. So, check out what you're looking for in the entry here, intrare. This is for Monday and all the declensions. It's a feminine noun. And then, if you go down for Luna, these are all the declensions for both moon and month. Yeah? So that's how to go about it. Now, this tool can be extremely useful in many ways, shapes, and forms. If you want, for example, to generate a random word with +1, like we did last time, you go here, ger, it was the first one. Let's put ger here. You can, oh, by the way, I told you last time, in DOM, you can only see the plurals, for example, or the declensions. But here you can also see the definitions and a few other things. So ger means like proper cold during the winter most of the times. So yeah, this is another way to use Dexonline. Generate, like, you can use this as well for your kind of flashcards on the go, way of working. And also it works with verbs. So if you want to say a fi, it's exactly the same story. Definitions, synthesis, and then conjugations. It does have quite a decent conjugation table, but I would highly recommend the conjugare.ro, because this is first, it's easier to see and it's more complete. This one doesn't really have all of them. So yeah, you can have this if you're really interested. If you don't know what a verb means and you put it here, yeah, you can get to this too. So quite a useful tool. If you have questions about this, please let me know. I might do a second video in the future, but at the moment, I think this should sum it up. I would highly recommend you using it if you are not a total beginner in Romanian. I showed you how to use it if you are. If you want verbs conjugation, go to conjugare.ro, and let's go back here and tick number 7. Dexonline is done. We're good to go to the second week of our Romanian familiarization journey. Thank you for being part of this. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. It would really, really help. If you're interested in this checklist, stay tuned. Tomorrow we have phonetics for day 8. Ne vedem mâine. La revedere!